And so we've been working on the throw. I'll Spivak teaching Belson. We've noticed, thanks to Richard Martinez, noticed that Louis is throwing for singles and doubles until it gets to a certain speed, and then maybe it becomes just a regular wrist turn. And I think we talked about why it is. I think the reason that Murray is approaching playing often with a throw, right? Why do you think that is? Because you're doing a lot of teaching yourself.
Yes.
So, what is the concept behind that?
Well, I think Murray saw the throw, or Murray, he obviously saw that as one of the important 7 basic strokes. But I think it's the single stroke where you have the combination of the up to downstroke. I think that was an important motion because it figured its way into a lot of the other rudiments, especially with playing alternating flams and things like that. We're really alternating those single strokes, that upstroke to downstroke combined, going from the appoggiatura to the accent.
Well, you're pretty safe with that response, but and I'm still working on all things related to being a proper teacher, and I've done a bunch of master classes and clinics, and there's always that guy standing in the back going, "Oh yeah, sure, ready to bust you." Like I just got a comment. I don't mind mentioning this. 90% of the comments are really positive. Every once in a while, I'll get that comment where it's like, well, everybody's body mechanics are different. Which I've heard that argument.
Yeah.
A lot. That's kind of a often used rationale. and what I've learned to do is, I try to be as reflexive as possible. So what I did is I just sent him a description of the human body and its use of either the first, second, or third class lever systems.
Yeah.
Most motions seems to have to do with the third class lever. And what else can I tell you? I mean, there it is, the drawings of the human anatomy, like Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, those medical drawings. Yeah, those are impressive drawings.
Right, and so, sure, everyone's body is slightly different, but I don't think it's not akin to every snowflake is unique. We're this simple machine, and someone's fingers might be longer, or an area of their body might be different shape. But if you're a healthy, normal individual from a physiological point of view, I think the human body is. And when I watch people walk, within reason, they all walk similarly.
Yeah.
They're all making, and not knowing it, they're making a perfect motion. Right, then we get on the drums and we do all this funny stuff.
Yeah.
And even with our legs, even though it seems as though people's feet, perhaps, and Dick would say that the feet are easier because you're not dealing with holding the stick using fingers.
Yeah, I can see that.
However, part of it might be the fact that you can't, from the audience's point of view, you can't as easily see the feet.
Yeah.
So now you're not going to copy something that's wrong. You're just going to, that's where not studying might be a benefit, right? And so that you just come up with what's natural because you're on your own. And natural will become apparent. So anyway, so I've learned to try to interact with folks in a polite, courteous way.
Yeah.
And you know, if I can help, great. If not, that's cool. That's cool.
Well, but sometimes I think, Kevin, I think that people, certain individuals, are not ready to receive the knowledge, or they're not ready to embark on a course of study like this. Because if you look at the last video, our last lesson, someone had posted a comment that said something to the extent of, I'm glad that I'm self-taught because this is too technical for me. You know, it's like, I'm glad, I'd like to see this guy play, first of all. You know, you're glad you're self-taught because this is too technical for you. What is it? Is it a cognitive thing? You know, it's like.
Well, first of all, what I do with people like that is I Google them to see if I can check them out as a clip. And typically there's nothing to watch.
Yeah, not surprised.
And so, but that's an example of what I'm talking about. And it's an interesting challenge responding to people in a mature, sophisticated, non-defensive way, you know. So it's kind of part of the gig, you know. That's what you're going to get, and that's okay. And you know what? Often there's so much stuff out there on the internet that I'm not sure about. That maybe it is better to be self-taught, you know.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I get it, but when it comes to doing a clinic, and there's that guy ready to challenge you, and someone asks you a question, you want to be able to respond in a way that is the truth is always simple, right? So your explanation had was based on knowledge, you know, but I don't think it really cut to the heart of a true understanding, because if there was true understanding, the response would be very simple, to the point, and brief. And that is that the throw gives you a release. That's it.
Right.
All that other stuff, yeah, right. But it gives you the release, which is why we worked on. I had you doing this thing where you're moving around the stick.
Yeah.
Because that is akin to a release. You're open, and then you're closed. Open, and then you're closed. Yeah. And the bend, yeah, the bend could be if you feel your palm coming away from the butt end when you bend forward.
Yeah.
Well, how little can you move?
Okay.
I could move a 1/16 of an inch. Look.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I'm going up and down. Open.
I'm moving just a little bit. Can you see my wrist?
Yes, you got it. See? You could move less than that.
You can, right there.
Yeah, you could, couldn't you? As I mentioned, Dick was moving so little, people can't see it and don't know what it is I'm actually doing. Don't have the bead come up.
Yeah, I know.
You want to move. You want to move around the stick, and that means that for this remedial exercise, the stick doesn't move. Okay. Now, we have a certain position, right? So we get, so that's why. So I had you playing that pattern that was part of a loop that I had played to, that we listened to, right? And so how's that coming along? Where did you get that up to? I think the loop is every loop on my Elise's, shout out to Elise's, every loop has a regulated or assigned metronomic tempo. I think that may have been 103, right? But then you can adjust the beats for a minute. So I sent you. So I thought, yeah, I bet I could play that, because I was talking to a student about this. Well, I'll demonstrate. I'll put it at 120. I wonder if I could do it, and I did. You know, so it's a video called "Barely Moving."
Yeah, that's one. Yeah.
See the connection here. It's what you were just feeling. How little you have to move. Again, it doesn't mean we don't move a lot. It just means we could move less, right? But we're not going to turn every little piece of this into the entire technique. So what you've got happening is that pattern's at what tempo?
80. I'm at 80 with it.
80. Da 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 chicka ba chicka boom chicka. Go and play that for me. See what that looks like. This gives you an opportunity to feel. It's very much like master studies.
Yeah.
It has everything to do with what you've been learning. It has a lot to do with the faint and flam page.
Yeah.
Right?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So it's not too bad, but you'll notice.
What's that?
You'll notice. We want to stop down here, and your right ends up creeping up. And then sometimes when there were two throws in the same hand, where does that happen? Right there. You wouldn't make two throws. You'd go. So you let it bounce up, and the other one is just a wrist shot.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you, is because it seems like, I guess with Maureen Richard taught, like for multiple accents, it was always two throws, two separate throws for those.
Well, you know, there are debates going around, I know, that have to do with, well, how fast can you throw? And instead of debating it for me, it's more about actually playing and figuring out where things change.
Yeah. Okay, let me do that again here. Okay. Let me try and redeem myself.
Well, it was good though. It's in the right direction.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Right, start where the right stop. Right is about 3 inches right there. You didn't make two throws. Nope. Stop throwing twice. We're up until nope. Stop. It started off where you were throwing twice. You did start to go higher and higher, just a little, but
okay,
not really.
Maybe I need to slow it down. That's 80's too fast. I can't get it at that tempo. To do the two distinct throws in the right hand, Let me just go right to 40.
I'll just put it down to 60. You want to get a feel for, because we'll do a lesson on the kit, and we'll put the loop on, and you're going to have to. So we got to be at least 103.
3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E.
Keep stopping low. See, now you're low. Stopped at the floor. That's the floor.
Yeah. Try that again. 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a.
Stop at the floor in the right and the left. Okay, so let's see. Okay, can't stop with it. Okay, so a wise man always slows the metronome down and gets it together. So that was good, right? That's 104. I don't want to embarrass myself. Yeah. That's 120.
Yeah.
I can go faster. I know I could. All right. Go ahead, try it at 120.
Oh, well, I don't know how the multiple throws are going to be, but we'll see.
See what happens. Because you see, I know every human body is different, but I think that every human body, let me
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's hard.
Okay, so it's not beyond human possibility. One thing that would help you, I think, and we'll get into this because you see this connects with the singles exercise that you're working on, right? I had you throwing, and at a certain point you stop throwing because it's right. It seems too fast for me. Okay, but one thing that will help, you see, is if you're clutching back here, and I wonder if, and that's what we're working on. But if you're clutching back here, you can't really move around the stick very well. Things become constipated. It's just this. It's nothing, but it's this. It's this. And so look, I can just move. I'm just holding it here, and I can move around the stick. There's this feeling that I've been handed this. Yeah. See, it's more like this, which is what I'm trying to get across. Because the back fingers will ruin it. Will slow you down.
Yeah.
See? So let's go to singles now, and we'll incorporate, but you see it can be done. Just to put a bow on this. So maybe everybody is a little bit different, right? But I think everybody within reason, because every body is built out of the lever system.
Mm-hmm.
I googled it just for this guy. It's like, wait a minute. I wanted to know actually how many actual fulcrums are in the human body. They're the same number of fulcrums in every human body, unless you're born with two arms or
right.
two arms on one side, right?
Yeah.
So that, right? I think that there are some parts of the human body that aren't a lever system. Perhaps the turning of your head.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps this isn't. Yeah, perhaps this isn't a lever system. See, I'm not a medical doctor, but everybody, whatever is going on here, it's the same with everybody.
Yeah.
There isn't some guy out there who has a lever system head.
Right.
Thing. And there aren't too many guys that I know, or gals, or kids like that.
And like in The Exorcist there, when Reagan rotates her head right around.
See, there's an exception. You found it.
Right.
And so when you bend the wrist forward, if you're in a relaxed state, the fingers open up for everybody.
Yeah.
And if you're going to insist that that doesn't happen, I think you're in denial. I think it really does happen. Whether it works for drums, I guess you could debate that. But you can't debate that this happens to the human body. Right? You can't. All right, so let's take a look. I gave you an exercise, but I think right now, the throwing exercise, I think pull out single strokes. Let's take a look at single strokes.
The Murray.
You should pull up my video. No, there it is at 103 and at 120, and you should play to it. Have you done that yet?
Which video is this? The
one that inspired this part of the lesson. That loop.
Oh, the loop. Okay, yeah.
The one at 120.
Yeah.
The one at 120 is called Barely Moving.
Okay, Barely Moving. All right.
All right, and you put that on.
Put the headphones in. We'll play along.
Yeah, and you get on a drum set, or you can or both.
Yeah.
Okay. So now you have the single strokes page out.
Yeah.
In the Speedback library. All right. So let's just put this in for you. And just see what this is looking. Okay. So yeah, we're focused on this grip. And we're looking for that kind of relaxation, and we're looking for certain realities as they relate to this technique, so that you can play that loop at 120 or faster, and it's not that big a deal. And really, all you're doing is you're playing alternating singles with some accents. So just learning how to turn our wrist without playing accents will be part of what gets us there, I think. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now you see that it's a 3-finger grip. See that? See, that's what I'm talking about. When I go to play that loop fast, I'm feeling this. My back fingers might be in position, so you wouldn't be able to tell. But I'm really up in the 3-finger area. Can you take your back fingers off as an experiment?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. See, when I take my back fingers off, they look like this. The baby finger's a little bent. Yeah, like that. And then the middle finger, then the ring finger's just a little bent. The fourth finger is typically the most challenging. Yeah. See, here's what happens. Here's what happens. You think that you've got your ring finger off, and look, it's off. But I'm applying pressure on top of my fulcrum.
Mm-hmm.
Cheating. It's not really a 3-finger grip. It's got to be off. It has to be the ring finger. Yeah, but you're not going to get it off from just put the now just forget the baby finger. Just put the fourth. What part of the fourth would be touching the stick, Joe?
Well, the pad of the fourth can touch the stick, but we don't want it on there right now.
Oh, sure. No, I'm saying for now, I want you to feel the pad of the ring finger under the stick.
Under it.
Crack of the middle finger. Well, look at it. See, it's the crack of the middle finger, the pad of the fourth, and the tip of the fifth.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm asking you to do now is I'm asking you, I don't care what the baby finger does, we're focused on the Schumann, who ruined his finger, creating a pulley system to strengthen the fourth finger.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was unable to play thereafter. He ruined his hand.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you didn't know about that? He created a pulley system that would create extra effort with regards to playing the piano with the fourth. So the fourth is typically the most challenging finger.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the fourth, you can put it on the pad, put the pad on. Let's take a look at it. No, I think it's too much of the tip. It's more of the pad.
Oh.
Yeah, and the middle finger just lays in the middle finger, right? So just let it lay in the middle finger for a sec. I have to be patient too, because I want to get to playing and do stuff. But okay, now go ahead and put your guide on gently, and show me that. Just lift it up and show me. Show it to me. Yeah, see, your middle finger is a little better now. Now you put the pad on. Just the pad.
Pad of the fourth.
Pad of the fourth. See, that looks good. Okay, now stay with me now. Keep looking at it. Right. Now just take the pad of the fourth off. Take it off. There. It's off. Now put it on. Now take it off. See, you can do it. Put it on. Take it off. You're tapping it. You are playing the piano. Playing the piano. Okay? So it can either be on or off. Now this time, keep it on. Keep it on. Put the tip of the baby finger on. Now the tip, you think it seems to me that you think to have the tip on means, I'm talking about the baby finger, means that you've got to crunch the first knuckle.
No.
It's almost flat. So is the fourth.
Yeah.
It's very flat. Yeah, just put the flat of the tip. Yeah, there you go. Okay, now go ahead and take your baby finger off. No, just a little, like you did the fourth pad of the fourth.
Yeah.
Take it off a little more. Take it off a little more. Just to there. There. See, you can go on and off just like the fourth.
Yeah.
All right. So take it off. Take the baby finger off just a little. Now take the pad of the fourth off. There. Now come on down here. Come on down here. Just keep it like that. Yeah, I believe that they're off right now.
Yeah, they are.
I can take mine more off. Sorry about the grammar or the English. You see? Okay. So you might want to just experiment stretching these fingers out a little bit and learning to recognize exactly what it is they're doing. Okay? So go ahead and play the first exercise. Number it's 5 notes.
Yeah.
Per bar. or if you're counting one hand, it's 3 in each hand. Now, what is it that you're doing? Get this. I'm copying you right now. This is what it feels like you're doing. Okay, so it's kind of 3 fingers. Look, look, the 4th and the 5th are kind of off. Stay with me now. But it doesn't feel right. It feels tight. Now watch. Look, how much of a grip do I need? I'm exaggerating, just to show you that you don't need to be doing this.
Yeah.
It's soft. See how much more relaxed and gentle that is? I just lift it up, lift it up, and I'm following it. I'm just following it down. Look, here is just with the first finger. Yeah, just for fun, do that. Just take all your fingers off. Keep them in a musicianly way. They don't look like this. They're just off a little. So it's all you've got is the first finger. Ah, you see, you're still grabbing really tight. Look, watch. This is cool. This might help. You're grabbing really tight here. But watch, just watch for a minute. This is kind of what you're doing. And here I'm quite tight up in the first finger and thumb, so that there's not much play. Now watch it this way. I know we've slowed down a little. How loose can you be here? Look. Looser. Yeah. Just do. Yeah, look. Just consider that it's so loose. Look. Watch. Just for remedial purposes. Look, it's bouncing up every time I get to the floor.
Right. Do you want me to do that?
I want you to do that. This will give you the looseness. No, you're not doing it. Nope. This is fascinating.
How's this?
No, it's as if you're trying to get it to go down with a loose grip. All I want you to do, watch, is lift it up. See, it's the butt end on the palm that lifts it up. And, well, sure. And just toss it up and let it come down and dribble. No, let it dribble.
How many?
Many as you can get. There it is. Now watch, when I go up, it's almost like, look, this is remedial right now. I'm just trying to loosen you up. I'm trying to figure some clever way. Watch. It goes up like that. Yeah, no, just, yeah. See, it goes up. The only way to stop, then you'd have to pinch it to get it up. It goes up, and then it wants to fall back. Can you get it to go up and want to fall back?
What do you mean, like getting to this point of 90 degrees and then letting the stick collapse, or?
No, first of all, I'm not coming up quite that high.
Okay.
Feel some of the weight of the stick. I heard do this with it, do this with it. So you're just holding the first finger. Take your other hand and kick the stick up, and don't do anything.
Oh,
no, you don't. Don't even turn your wrist. See, you can't do it.
Okay, what do you mean, like this? So I'm keeping my wrist as mobile. I'm between the pad of the thumb and the crook of the forefinger. I'm just tossing the stick up.
Yeah, yeah. So if you toss it up slowly, let's see. I don't know why are you doing this? I just said toss it up slowly. No, slowly and just a little. No, yours is coming all the way up to here.
Okay,
okay. Up to about here.
Like this?
Oh, no.
This?
Yeah, there you go. There it is. Yay! You don't feel any of that when you play. You feel, yes, I'm going to make a note. It feels more like that, Joe. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, you got it. Now this time when you do this, instead of getting it to go up by using your other hand, just turn up and get it to pop up, and then it'll feel like this, but you'll get it because you're leveraging up against the palm. It'll just pop up. There you go. Kind of like that. See, it's free. Don't go up too high. You'll lose it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Now, you're free. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the idea of taking your other hand and just tossing it up. Right? You really have that now. That's really cool. Okay, now put your middle finger underneath, gently, crack of the middle finger, not the fourth. Because look, if you clamp back here, you can't do this anymore. Look.
Yeah, the fourth isn't touching. It's not touching.
Okay.
Not touching.
All right, but even if it's not touching and you're tight, by the time you do this, it will be touching. So what we're doing is, see over here, it never touches. Keep just your first finger and thumb. See, this has got free range. Look. Look. See, this is a very pure fulcrum, isn't it?
Yeah.
You really feel the purity of that fulcrum. Right, now you have a fulcrum. It's a first finger and thumb fulcrum, so what? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to put the middle finger on. It's this little 3-finger thingamajig. You always want to do this, because this is kind of what you do. Instead of the stick being able to, the butt end to be able to travel freely, you want to put something back here and get in the way. So you're going to slide your middle finger down as far as you can go. I'm exaggerating. So that you can get in the way of that happening. I want your middle finger to almost, okay, now we'll do this. Now we're going to do this. Just your middle finger.
Okay.
Yeah, just your middle finger. And now you're just going to throw it up to yourself. Ooh, yeah. There it is. Yeah, there it is. That's it. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, just toss. Just. See? Now, just hold the stick, just like that, and just do this for me. Just do this for me. Bring it up. Got to hold the stick with your other hand. Yeah, you see, now your finger doesn't look like this, slid down like this. It's got to be running across, almost straight through the stick. Like this runs straight through the stick when you get this to happen. If you just get this to happen, it's going to be fairly straight. It's not going to be angled down, choking off the back of the stick somehow. You've got that going. And I know you came from a very different grip.
Yeah.
See, now if you put your first finger and thumb on, they'll be straight. Okay, now you're going to use the 3-finger grip. Coming down here, copy me. And now you're just going to toss it up to yourself, and it'll roll through that 3-finger area. Does yours want to go up, or are you pulling with your middle finger to stop it? For me, let's see. It's kind of moving the middle finger ever so slightly. Stay with me. But what is also part of the gig is that it's rolling through here.
Yes.
This narrow little spot where it can roll through. So it's not about a finger thing where I'm going like this and this. It's just this very narrow fulcrum so that the stick has some freedom to roll through there.
Yeah.
It might move the middle finger a little bit, but the middle finger is not pulling on the way down or doing anything. It's just rolling through there just like it did here. Just like it did here with just your first finger and thumb. It feels like that. Only now I put my middle finger up. Yeah. So why don't you ever do that when you play? I'm sorry. Stop. Don't keep doing it over and over. Just get it, toss it up, and let's do it with the first finger and thumb again. Just do it with the first, so it's going to be like this. So you're just going to toss it up. You're going to toss it up. No, do this. Just toss it up and let it hit. I'm not turning my wrist. I'm not turning my wrist. This is pure. There it is. There it is. Now, get that to happen by turning yourself and just toss it up to yourself and follow it back down. No, now your wrist. Get your hand out. Now it's your palm that's leveraging it up and tossing it up, and it's just going to fall down like that. Hold on. The stick is going to tell you how fast you're going to have to come down. You're going to have to come down. If you go up this fast, it's going to come down that fast. You don't get to add anything. Or like that. Be relaxed in that first finger thumb. Don't hold it tight. Got to roll through there. There you go. Let it bounce a few times. Just let it bounce onto the surface. And stop. Just do this. Just do this. There. Just up a little bit. Don't throw it too far up. I'll do it again. No. You can start here. Look. And your palm is going to touch the back, and you're going to lift it up and let it dribble. There you go. Now put your middle finger on, just gently. Now you're just going to get the same feeling. Throw it up and let it dribble. You don't have to do this now. You don't have to do this. It's just, you don't do anything on the way down. You have to do something to get it up, and then it's over. You just follow it. No, you don't want to throw it too high, just a little, so you know what you're doing. There you go. Don't throw it up too high. It'll go behind you, and then you won't feel much of this. I don't want to see this on the way down. If it's pure, you will literally just be following the speed of this. You just, it's coming down way. No. Whether you know it or not, you're doing this. Did much better, but you like this. Watch me, so you know what you're doing. You're doing this. No, don't play. You toss it up, but it's not really free. You instead of just letting it be free, you don't play. You do this. No, I don't want that. It's this. You don't get to do anything. Nothing. You follow it down. You don't add anything. You throw it up, you follow it down. Like you threw up a ball. Or like that. No, you don't get to wait at the top. It means you didn't throw it up. If you throw it up, it's going to fall. It's going to fall of its own accord. You just toss it. No, if you're going to toss it way back here, how are you going to do that? Now the stick's going to fall this way. We just want you to lift it up a little and let it follow it like that. And so you have to throw it up. You have to throw it up. You just toss it up. You just toss it. Look, when you do this, you're not getting it to come down. It comes down based on how heavy the stick is. See, lift it up like this. Lift it up like this. No. Other hand. First finger and thumb only. First finger and thumb only. No, you're not getting it. No, it wouldn't do this. You're holding it too tight. I don't know what you're doing. It's just this.
Okay.
Stay with me. Okay. There you go. And you're just going to lift this stick up like this.
So with my opposite hand, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to lift it without turning the wrist.
Yes. Don't lift it too high. It's too high already. Mine's not that high.
Okay.
Again. There it is. Now you see, you've thrown it up to there. You're imagining, and now you just drop it. That's what you don't want to feel. You always want to make it come down. Yeah, that's how it comes down. Right, you don't have to do anything. See, it comes down on its own, doesn't it? Look at all those notes you're getting. See, why can't you duplicate that? By tossing it up and then following it down, so you're not adding anything on the way down. It's just that feeling, and you follow it. You see. So now, if you watch. So now, if you threw it up to yourself, you would do something like this. So throw it up to yourself. Turn your wrist. Now we're going to turn the wrist and lift it up. You need your other hand. Stay with me. I know this is getting okay. I want you to, with your other hand, I want you to turn your wrist and lift this stick up. But you have to turn your wrist as well and lift it. There. But don't lift it so high. You always lift it too much. Get it right to there. So you've turned your wrist. You've kind of thrown it up to yourself, so it's gone up a little bit on its own, like that. And then you're just going to drop it and follow it. There. See, and you turned your wrist on the way down, but you didn't add anything. Do that again.
But when you mean follow it, you're talking about the hand just because the stick is dropping and the hand's just following it down like this, right? Yes. You're not talking about doing that.
No, I'm talking about this. You're following the stick.
Okay.
So you're going to turn your wrist as though you were duplicating like you did it by turning your wrist. And it's going to lift up a little bit. Not too much. Just a little less. Not a little less, like there. And so you're just going to follow this down. Like that. So you didn't do anything, did you? And your wrist turned. But you didn't add any force. You just followed. Now just toss it up to yourself and follow. It's going to feel just like that. Just toss it up. Yeah, see, it's going to be free. When it gets to the top, you don't get to decide when it's going to come down. Depending on how high you throw it up, it's like a ball. You throw it up, it'll come down. Yeah. You're getting it? All right. Now put your middle finger on and feel some of that. Just follow it down. Oh, you came up and you stopped. I know you didn't toss it up because it stopped. No. If you really throw it up, it'll come when it wants.
That's the word. Let me try with this stick.
Not the stick right now, but it helps with that straight sticks. But don't distract yourself. You're just getting something. What are you doing? Don't let your mind wander like that. But you had it for a minute, and then you talk about your words. It's coming down faster than it's going. That was a good one. Okay, so we're trying to get a single to approximate something more like that. Watch. So that's more of the feeling. You see, you don't even need the back fingers.
Yeah.
You don't need any finger to do that. Just do this. I'm just throwing it up and following it. Look how gentle and easy that is. First finger and thumb only. First finger and thumb only. Now look how slow mine comes down. Look how slow it goes up and how slow it comes down. There. Comes up kind of slow. There it is. Like that. Don't add anything on the way down. It's about how fast you throw it up. Throw it up slower. Throw it up slower. There. It comes down slow. That's it. There. Don't go choking it with your left finger and thumb. It's going to move around. It's going to be a little out of control. You're taming this wild creature. Okay, there you go. Now feel some of that. Feel some of that with your little finger on. Stop slamming it down. Practice lifting it up at different speeds. I'm going to have you do that. Put your middle finger under gently. Yeah. Middle finger gently. Just gently. It's going to still feel like that. It's going to feel nice and loose and open and kind of wild. So throw it up slowly. It'll come down slowly.
With that rebound happening there.
Sure, I don't care. That doesn't matter. It's just nice and loose.
It's getting back to the floor.
And then it lands, stops at the floor, and it's on your palm. And we don't need very much. Yeah. Now do this. Now do this with your other hand. Can you move the stick?
Yes.
Good. And now.
Let me try the opposite hand. Yeah.
Good. See, it feels like, watch. When I get up to here, even though it's real free and I have to follow it back down. See, if I do this, I'm not following it. I've grabbed it. That's we don't want that feeling. We don't want to grab it. Even for remedial sake, I don't want you to do that. But if I did go up, if I went up and caught it, so I didn't have to get tight to hold it up. No, you have to go up and catch it. Catch it right there. Like that. Can it move?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? And now just follow it down. Oh, can it move? Yeah, see? This is always running through the hand like that. There's a certain relationship to the forearm. It always looks like that. Okay. Metronome on at 40. We're trying to loosen you up. You don't need the whole hand on to feel that. So we're going to play 3. Now think about the speed you're coming up, the speed you come down. Go for it. Boy, I've been going at this for a while. Now stop. Lost it. You see, I know because first of all, you're coming up pretty high. You know.
Okay, so
if we're really going to throw a ball up, if we throw the ball too high, it'll end up behind us.
yeah.
You're tossing it up. Just.
Is that better?
Oh yeah. Don't come down faster. You go follow it down. Let's toss it up. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. If you toss it up a little slower, it'll come down a little slower. Plenty of time. You can go slower. You can go slower. Try going up slower. Yeah, it means you might start a little earlier to get it up. Come on, just toss it up. Yeah, there you go. See, it's looser. You see, it doesn't look like this. Yeah, better, man. It doesn't look like this. Like when you first started. Now it looks like this.
Well, it's better now, is it? I hope it's better.
It looks more like this, doesn't it? I just toss to myself. And I just do this. So, yeah, see, you're relaxed. It doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this. It looks like this. Don't come up too high. I want you to come up, but not that high. That'll promote something that won't lend itself to what you're feeling. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. It's still coming up nice and slow. Yeah, relax, that is. Nice and relaxed. Too high, turn high. Get it to pop. Don't start pushing it down now. Nice and loose in the hand, so it's going to swing there. When you did this, like when you did this, stop this quality. Lifting it up, it's going to come down.
Is this better?
Yes, it is. Now it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. What is that sound I'm hearing?
What?
I'm hearing. Let me wait. Hold on a minute. Maybe it's at your end. Go ahead and play. So it's more about the up, the timing of how fast you throw it up, isn't it? See? I throw it, throw it, throw it. I throw it, what, throw it, what? I throw it, throw it, throw it. Now I've really thrown it out of the shot completely. I just toss it up. Yeah, see? I'm not going.
Right.
I'm going like this. Toss it up. Right, like that. Yeah. It's that feeling that you felt today now. It's that. It feels like I got to throw it up at this speed, and then it'll come down at that speed. If I throw it up faster, it'll come down a little. It comes down a little faster. But I just want to nice and easy. Yeah. It does. Yeah, it'll help your throw too. Yes, it will. Okay, we're at 4, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay.
Too tight. It's the feeling of how fast you throw it up is how fast you follow it down.
Oh wow.
Okay, you're at 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm starting to feel some of the rebound. Starting to feel some of this. Let's do this with me. Is yours really? Is yours doing that? Do you have any of this feeling? Do you have any of this feeling? This feeling? No, I'm. So you're not. No, you don't. No, the answer is no. Watch.
You mean this?
I mean that.
Okay.
Look, it's rebounding. Yeah, but I'm open.
Yeah.
I'm letting it bounce up. There. I don't need all my wire up. All your fingers are on. See, as usual. I got it.
No, the back fingers are not on.
Well, look how my.
I'll do it. I'll even do it with just my thumb and forefinger.
Okay, now put your middle finger on. That's what we need to do.
See, look.
No, my fingers. No, look. Look how it looks. Hello, rabbit ears. You're the rabbit ears. Yeah, I don't need these guys. More like that. There you go. Get these out of the way for a minute. Learn how to do that. There. So it's getting in that. So if I might. So I'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not stopping so high that I can do that.
Is that better?
But I want this. And on the last note, let it stop. Give me the rabbit ears. Another. There you go. Come on, you got it. You always want to grab with that ring finger. Your ring finger is desperate to do something. It just doesn't want to stay away. You don't need it. There you go. It's more. Come on. Let it bounce up. Okay, so now we're just going to play. We're at 5. And we're going to start to feel some rebound potential. Go for it. Heck no on. Don't turn too high. Don't turn high. It's still where you're throwing it up to yourself. But you can feel that it could bounce. It could bounce, right? Okay. So we're at 5. Now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You want the last note to land low, like this?
Yeah. I'm just showing you. I'm just showing you. Free it. Very free. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't turn too high. Toss it up to yourself and feel the potential for rebound. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and. See, now kind of does have a little quality. Look, I'm kind of bouncing the ball now. Look, I'm kind of, I need the baby a little finger. Yeah, I'm just bouncing. So, can you bounce it down here? You bounce it down here? Down here. Along. See, it's just in this little strip area. It's just doing this. Look at it. Look at it. See? See, I don't need these.
Yeah.
Look. Some of that feeling. Yeah, do that. There you go. See? That's that kind of feeling. Yeah. Now do that with your wrist. That with your wrist. There you go. Put the other hand with it. Clever. I'm finding clever ways. Just get that. Yeah, come on. There you go. Put them together. Put them together. You got it. Put them together. It's just this. Only you're using words from the muscles in front of the elbow. Oh, come on. You were here doing this.
Oh.
And now you're up here doing this. No. We're trying to get this to happen. There it is. Copy that. Copy that with your wrist. Go on. Stay tight. Come on. Keep that feeling. Okay, better. Put the other hand with it. Put the other hand with it.
Okay.
That helps you. Just quick. Come on now. You're coming up too high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just this. There you go. 6 hands. 6 hands. Don't come too high. You'll lose that. 6 hands. There it is. Okay, 7. Number 7. It's just this. Look. It's just this. Only you're going to do it with your hands. So, not too high. It wasn't coming up too high when you did this. This is coming up to about there. You have to keep that going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Too high. Let it be free. 7 and. 7 and. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and. Come on, you're down in here. Look. It's not this. It's not this. It's not this. It's not this. It's this. It's this. Yeah, better. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. There you go. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's better. Now just go back to doing this. Let's go back to this. I've never done this before. Look. You're bouncing the ball a little bit. There you go. There you go. Now just do that with your now keep that going with your wrist. Keep that going. Keep it going. Why don't you stop? Why don't you stop? Don't do it with your fingers. Watch. Ah. Keep.
Well, this is good.
Yeah, you see how you're kind of, once you get it going at the top, you're kind of following it. Right? You just kind of follow it. You're kind of following it all the time, and then you can just keep that going.
You want to know something interesting, Kevin? No, this is great. This was a revelation for me. For years and years and years, I would talk to my students about different fulcrums, and I would tell them, this is really interesting because I'll tell you how it relates to the right hand. I would always demonstrate this in my left hand, where I would have them. I'd grip the stick between the pad of the thumb and the crook of the forefinger. I'd do this. Then I would say, well, you could do that off your middle finger as well, without the index finger being on. And then I would demonstrate that with the back fingers too, but I won't do that right now. I can never get the same thing happening in my right hand until today. which I think this is huge. This is huge. There it is.
Okay, you see, you're not tight. You can't be tight in your grip. You don't need the 4th and 5th. You want it rocking through a narrow fulcrum, Good job. Let's keep moving because we've really got. But having revelation.
Oh, this is cool.
That's a big deal.
I could never. I could. Yeah. That's right.
It doesn't take much to keep it going. Doesn't take much to keep it going.
Right.
And you don't want to do this. You want to use wrist to keep it going.
Yes.
Right. Which is kind of what you're doing over here when you're doing. You're keeping your wrist. Keep it going. It's your wrist.
Exactly. Right. That's right. Right. Yeah.
Fascinating, isn't it? All right. So, okay. So we worked on an upstroke, downstroke thing, right? Because you see what you're gleaning from what you're feeling right now is you see this narrowness of grip. See? This narrowness of grip. You need a little more. You need a little more skin in the game to start really getting things to happen with any control and power. It seems to me, right? So this feeling, that you're becoming familiar with. See, that's kind of what I'm feeling when I with it's just this. What is it? Barely holding the stick. I got them. I'm following them, guiding them. Okay, so that's where this is going. So I want you to consider what you're feeling now and bring that to your loop exercise. Okay? In other words, this is the feeling that you were getting. You approached this, just like you were approaching singles.
Yeah.
So afraid of. So that's not what we want. Okay. All right. So now let's take a look at master studies before we wrap this thing up. Because we're working on throwing for 3. What page is that? That was what, page 16, right?
Yeah.
Right? Pardon me. So, none of this stuff is going to go away.
No.
And what's really important is that no one there changes the Toronto Maple Leafs blue door. They painted the entire Maple Leaf Gardens with that. Every door of Maple Leaf Gardens is that color. Awesome. Okay, so see, it's just this relaxed thing. Yeah. Okay. So, what did I have you at 80 or not? I thought you were at 80. Were you at 80? It'll work at 80. Go play it at 80. Now keep what you're feeling today in mind.
I'll try.
Clutching the back of the stick with your back fingers, or stick with your back fingers. It doesn't take much to get that stick to move.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, they're not on right now.
Well, but we've learned that not being on doesn't mean that the stick, when you set it in motion, it might bump into them if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah. So we're really focused on, yeah, they want to, it's got to be free. So it could do that thing that you're getting.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so here's what I don't like already. You're not going up straight, so you're losing something here. See,
yeah.
Watch. This seems to really work for you. So hold on. I don't know if this is going to work for you. Oh look, yeah, maybe it will. See, whether I'm in this position,
right,
or this position, why would I do this? Why would I twist out and spoil this mechanism? Yes, you don't have to go straight for that. That's how you go up. Genius. Come on now.
This is the breakthrough of today's lesson.
That's how the breakthrough is helping you break your wrist. You see, you break the wrist. Uh-oh, I think you just froze. Okay. All right. Well, that is the look of success right there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to stop, because in essence, we just covered the exercise you're working on in master studies. Very good. I'll call you back after I stop the camera. Good job, Joe.